Hello out there. Thank you so much for watching on your computer screen. I am Jesse Archer for Gay Life NYC, and have we got some guests for you. It is always a pleasure to welcome back to the show one of my fabulous friends, the very talented fag hag Margret.
Oh, I love it when you call me talented.
Oh,
I got my red hair back. Do you love it?
It is gorgeous.
I know.
So what's going on in the gay world today, Margret?
Well, I'm really shocked and appalled about this whole Uganda thing. And what really is shocking and appalling about it is that there are some very high-powered political figures who are also from our country, who are extremely fundamentalist, who have just kind of messed Uganda up. Because for 15 years, they've been working on their AIDS problem, and they've been promoting safe sex, and they've been doing really great. And then all of a sudden, these fundamentalists get in there, and they're having condom burning parties, and for abstinence-only kind of awareness. And then they're passing a law that will have anybody who's HIV positive hanged.
And gay.
Yeah.
Kill the gays bill, it's called.
Kill the gays. And if you know that someone is gay, you could go, and you don't report them, you could go to prison for 3 years. This is really outrageous. This should not be happening in our world. And we have so much influence in Uganda, and we should be using it for good.
Yeah. And the religious right, I think, is really complicit in this as well. And they've refused to denounce the bill.
Yeah, and my personal Jesus is not about that, man. Just not about that. My personal Jesus
is right here in this mango.
Oh, well.
So changing topics.
Yeah, speaking of sex.
Margret, I think, has a wonderful way. I think you put it to me that no man has ever denied you sex once you show them how you consume a mango. Is that correct?
Right, and sometimes it's happened entirely by accident. I just eat the mango, I happen to be with the man, and then they just can't help but do me.
Margret, will you please, I will take this mic from you, will you please show us how to carve up a mango?
Once you've cut all your sections away,
Careful.
And if it's a really juicy, ripe mango, it gets really sensuous. Like if you're doing this in July, then...
Dripping a little sweat from the brow.
And then the juice sort of drips down your hands.
Slow-mo on film.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And just the other part of this is your attitude. It just has to be very nonchalant.
You do have the right attitude.
Like you can't suck the mango like, I'm going to do you. Because that's not sexy. But if you're very, nonchalant about it, like, hey, we're talking about politics in Uganda, and I'm eating this luscious mango, while the juice is like dripping down my fingers, that is just irresistible to a straight man. Or irresistible to a gay man.
Right.
This is not just a fag hag how-to. This is universal. So once you get that seed, and you really want to try to get it smaller, but for the sake of time. Right? Then, as you're nonchalantly discussing, Rachel Maddow's wonderful show last night.
Oh, she eviscerated that.
Because when is it? When is it not wonderful?
Love Rachel.
And just keep talking,
And you could do this for hours.
Now, the other thing to remember...
Only you could lighten up Uganda, by the way.
Really, that's a tough job. Really.
Well done, you and this mango.
Well, the only other thing I need to tell you to remember is that while you're sucking the seed, the fiber of the fruit really sticks to that seed. So, you run the risk of getting the fibers between your teeth. Right?
You have to bring a toothpick.
Which you might subtly use outside the room because toothpicks are never sexy, right? Or just sort of keep your lips down over your teeth until he throws you down and takes you. Then who cares?
Have we got a website of the week for you? Because we've been trolling the internet ever since we last met. What else is there to do, really? Men Who Look Like Old Lesbians.blogspot.com. This is an amazing site where you can see men who look like old lesbians. Get it? We have some familiar favorites. Warren Beatty's on here and Al Franken. Documentary filmmaker Michael Moore. Check out this one, Brazilian intellect Ferreira Goulart. Or Bud Schulberg, the screenwriter for On the Waterfront, who also named names in the Red Communist era of Congress in the 1950s. And wait, what do we have here? Could that be Anita Private? Hobosexual supreme Anita Private, men who look like old lesbians.com. Anita Private, welcome back to the show.
How you doing, Jesse? I'm doing great. Wait, hold on a second. I've got to get things ready.
Oh, my God. Here she goes again.
What's up?
You got a little lipstick on your teeth.
Oh, that happens.
Don't you know the trick for getting that off?
What do I do? Well, I don't have one of those right now to my availability, if you know what I mean.
Tricks?
Yeah, that'd be nice. All right, yeah.
Last we heard from you, you were actually giving away food stamps for sex. Is that true?
That is not true, Jesse, but let me just tell you, this is the greatest thing that happened to me. Some guy came up to me and said, Anita Private, you are one rockin' hot chick. Do you have any Italian in you? And I said, well, not since Thursday.
Thursday, 16 years ago, maybe. Anita, so, hobosexual, you got some finds for us today? What are you going to teach us?
Well, one of the things I want to tell you is, those girls behind the counter, especially at Macy's, you got to befriend them. Okay, the first thing you do is you find out the name. You go, hi, Nancy, how's your day today? Then, once you're ready to purchase, you say, well, this was on the 50% off rack. I know there's only one, but, it was really there. So you could do me a favor, can't you, Nancy? And then when she takes the 50% off, then you say, hey, Nancy, I bet you have a little secret coupon back there that you use for friends, an additional 10, 15% off. Can you give it to me? It always works. Try it.
I thought you would just switch the tags.
I don't do anything illegal. Anita is a true blue Boy Scout to the heart.
Oh, yeah.
And anyway, what is with Black Friday? For Anita, it's always Black Friday, if you know what I mean.
Oh, jeez. Anita, this is turning into not that kind of show. I just want to know about some bargains to be had. Where are you going to take us?
We are going to Housing Works, which you can feel really good about because every dollar goes to people living with HIV and AIDS. So you're making a donation and getting some great finds. Look at this. I got this for $5. So we're going to go there. I'm going to beat up some old women and get some great frocks for the show.
And we hope that Nancy's going to cooperate.
I'm going to talk her down, baby. Charity's charity, but Anita Private's the biggest charity.
Yeah, that's an understatement.